Hey everyone, it's Dave here with Blue Bears Games. Today's episode is Crackin Packs. We're going to be opening up Core 2021. This is box number 4. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm still hunting for Ugin. I need one card to finish out my Animar deck. I'm hoping out of the entire box I get one. I've already opened 3, haven't gotten it. Let's hope that since third time wasn't a charm, fourth time is a charm. So let's get started, and we'll go from there. This is actually the first video I'll be making since my oral surgery, where I had a, major problem, and I'm hoping that I can get through this, rather easily. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. I feel that I'm healed most of the way, and, let's just hope good stuff. So I'm feeling better. I don't have the pain anymore. I'm still healing, but it's not anywhere near as bad as it was, and I don't have the constant pain of a bad tooth that was sitting there, cracked, and, hurting all the time. So, got all the packs out, let's get started. So, the goal here is, just like the other videos, is Ugin. And let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit here. That is the goal, always is the goal, to get one card just to finish out a deck. So, it's not a bad start. The first pack I opened was the full rare, Spark Hunter Masticore, and then a Garrick's Harbinger. So let me throw this over to the side and move these out of the way. So, full rare right off the bat, not a horrible start. Also looking to get a couple of the Devils here, so I opened up the Jumpstart, one of the Jumpstart boxes I had, and I was not, didn't get everything I needed or wanted, but I did get stuff that I can use. Let me go ahead and reface this so that I get a better angle and you guys can see the cards better. Alright. The rare here is Glorious Anthem. So, still not a Ugin. Alright, and a Bad Deal, Chrome Replicator, and Battle Rattle Shaman. And anything cool in the commons. Anything cool? No. Alright. So we're going to try to rifle through a lot of this as fast as possible. Like I said, it's the first time back since the surgery where I'm actually doing a video, and I'm just trying to get through it as easily as possible. Foil Thrashing Brontodon and a Niambi Esteemed Speaker. I don't believe I got this in any of the previous boxes, so it's a blue and a white for a 2/1 human cleric with flash, and when it enters the battlefield, you may return another target creature you control to its owner's hand, and if you do, you gain life equal to the creature's power, or equal to the creature's converted mana cost, and then you can pay a blue, a white, and a colorless to discard a legendary card and draw 2 cards. Interesting. Let me zoom out just a little bit so I can have everything coming up. Alright. And a Queer Dryad, Heartfire Immolator, and a Leafkin Avenger are the uncommons. Alright. So yeah, the surgery went, as well as could be expected, even though I had complications. So, let's see. Temple of Silence, so that's a wasted rare slot, and then a full art Scavenging Ooze. So 2 rares out of that pack, and nothing too exciting in the uncommons, and most likely nothing in the commons. But yeah, so I had complications on my surgery. It was a 2-hour surgery for one tooth. They had a lot of complications. They couldn't get the tooth out, so it took me, this is now the 3rd week since that happened. Foil Rambunctious Mutt and a Sublime Epiphany. Anyway, so it's been 3 weeks since the surgery happened, and I had a lot of complications and a lot of pain with it, so I'm just happy that, going forward, I still have some things. Let me go ahead and pause this for a second here. Sorry about that. I had, some technical difficulties. The thing that I used to aim the light fell off. Alright, so, anyway, Elder Gargoth. It's my mythic. It's a 5 to cast, 6/6 vigilance, reach trample. When it attacks, I can either create a 3/3 green beast, gain 3 life, or draw a card. It's not a bad card in general. What was I saying? I apologize. My first time back in a while. I'm a little, Anyway, so the pain is gone. So I'm able to talk again. It was hit or miss going for a little while, but things have gotten better. I'm a little thrown off just because things are different now when it comes to when I'm able to talk and do stuff. The rare here is Solemn Simulacrums or Sadbot. Things have changed within the structure of my mouth, so it's a little different talking now. It seems kind of weird to say, but it's true, unfortunately. So bear with me. Again, it's my first time doing 1 in 3 weeks of video. The previous 2 videos were Appearance of the Abyss is the rare here. The previous 2 videos before this, and I'm not sure when this video is actually going to come out, because if I end up getting a Ugin, I will end up probably releasing the Animar video first. If I don't get an Ugin, then this may go out. It just depends. The timing on it's pretty bad as far as how things are going. I got a foil Deathbloom Thalid and a Rada Heart of Keld is the rare. And I'm kind of all over the place today just because, again, it's my first time back doing an actual video. And in 3 weeks. And I've had a lot of things in those 3 weeks going on that kind of threw me off a little bit. I had my stepson move in, and I have to change all that over for him. Subira Tolzidi Caravaner. 3 to cast, 2/3 legendary human shaman with haste. Another target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn, and for a red and 1 of any, tap them and discard your hand until end of turn. Whenever a creature you control with power 2 or less deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Anyway, so I've had a lot of other things happen in the last couple weeks after I had the surgery that's kind of throwing me off a little bit too. So again, just bear with me. Like I said, I don't know if it depends on what I get in this box is when this will be. That's a cool comment. When this will be released. Pursued Whale. Ugh. So what I mean by that is, so this video either will end up being this week's, next week's, or it may be put on the back burner for a couple weeks depending on how things go. So if I pull an Ugin, that puts it back another week, which still haven't pulled yet. Maze Mind Tomb, I don't remember pulling this either. Put a page counter on Maze Mind Tomb and scry 1. 2 tap, put a page counter on Maze Mind Tomb, put a page counter. And then when there are 4 or more page counters on it, exile it, and if you do, gain 4 life. Okay. Interesting. So if I pull Ugin, let's hope I do the Animar video, and that goes up this week. If I don't, it goes up this week unless if on Friday I ordered some Double Masters boxes, and if I pull a Double Masters box, or if it comes in on time, then I will actually pull the Double Masters box. Transmogrify. Exile target creature. That creature's controller reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal a creature card. That player puts that card onto the battlefield, then shuffle the rest into their library. So if I get the Double Masters boxes in time so I can make a video for Friday, then that'll be the video that goes up, and that pushes this one back another week. So it really comes down to what I pull here, because if I pull the Ugin, I automatically am going to do the video on Animar because it's the only card missing. Pack leader, it's the dog lord. So let's just hope. I'll go with the flow here and see if there's anything that comes out of this that makes me so I can do a different video. And then I can't control whether or not the double masters boxes come in tomorrow, Friday. You know, it's Wednesday today. I have no idea. Ooh, Goblin Arsonist and Sanctum of All. Full Goblin Arsonist. So it really just... and here's the thing. So I remember back when Dominaria came out, I got a case of it in, and I had a con the next day. It came in on a Saturday where it was supposed to come in on a Friday. Garrick's Harbinger. It's an interesting look. 3 to cast, 4/3 with hexproof from black. When it deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, look at that many cards from the top of your library. Alright. Give me a second. Give me 1 second here. I gotta fix the lighting. So I'm having a lot of difficulties today with things, so I apologize for that. Anyway, so when it deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, look at that many cards from the top of your library. You may reveal a creature card or a Garrick Planeswalker from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Alright. So today must be one of those days. So that's the rare. Garrick's Harbinger. I'm having an issue with my lighting. I don't know what happened since, like, you know, in that last 3 weeks where I can't keep the shield that I use for my light to stay in place. But whatever. I think it's fixed now. I hope so anyway. I don't feel like dealing with it anymore. So yeah. I keep getting distracted by all these things. I've got so much going on behind me. And then I've got so much going on above me with the lighting that I can't seem to just concentrate on one thing at a time. So I apologize for that. Alright. Hooded Blightfang is the rare. It's 3 to cast, 1/4 Death Touch Snake. Whenever a creature you control with Death Touch attacks, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain a life. Whenever a creature you control with Death Touch deals damage to a planeswalker, destroy that planeswalker. Alright. Let's just get back to it. So I'm halfway through. No Ugin. So what I was saying is when Dominaria came out, and I had a con right beforehand, full of Wall of Runes and a Spore Weaver or Spore Web Weaver. 3 to cast, 1/4 reach hexproof from blue. Whenever it deals damage, you gain 1 life and create a 1/1 green sapperling creature token. Interesting. It's a spider that creates a sapperling. Why not a spider? Anyway, so as I was saying, I had ordered a case for the con. It didn't come in until the Saturday before. It came in the day before I had to go. Normally I get them well ahead of time, and it didn't come in for some reason. Ghostly Pilfer is the rare. So I opened the entire thing, and the only thing I wanted out of the box at the time was not a Teferi, because Teferi wasn't what I was looking for. I, at the time, wanted the Karn that was in there because I had wanted it for a deck. I opened the entire case, didn't get a single one, but I got 3 Teferis. My hope is, and the rare here is Necromentia, my hope is that I don't run into that same thing here where I got the Teferi, but I don't get it, the Ugin. I really, really hope that isn't the case because, you know, other than the fact that I'd be highly disappointed that I'm watching all these people on all these different groups opening up Ugins, they're opening up special ones. I just want a regular one so I can put it in my damn Animar deck. Oh, a full art, or not a full art, a alt arts island and then a full swamp. Okay. And then Volcanic Salvo is the rare. So I'm hoping, beyond hope, that that's not what happens to me here, because when I went to go order the case for Core 21, for M21, the order I placed was supposed to be for 6, but for some reason, no matter what I did, the guy's cart wouldn't let me order 6. It would only let me order 5. Got it. Got it, finally. Okay, so this will be a later video. Could be 2 weeks from now, could be 3 weeks from now. Ugin, the reason why I wanted him. He's an 8 to cast Planeswalker that comes in with 7 loyalty counters. His +2, by the way, its +2 is he deals 3 damage to any target. Minus X is exile each permanent with converted mana cost X or less that costs 1 or more colors. And his ultimate is -10. You gain 7 life, draw 7 cards, and you put up to 7 permanent cards from your hand onto the battlefield. So he goes into Animar because it's all colorless. It's an Eldrazi tribal deck. I needed something that I don't have a whole lot in the color scheme that it is to remove stuff. I needed this. So I can finally shut up about it. I finally got it. We can go on from there. All right. We can celebrate. Maybe it's possible I might get a second one. Who knows? But regardless, I got one. That's all I cared about. So the rest of this is going to go swimmingly. See, the truth is the rare. And nothing cool out of the uncommons. Anyway, so to finish the story, I ended up with 3 Teferis from Dominaria. No Karns. I still don't even have a Karn from Dominaria. Don't even care because apparently the Teferi is all that really mattered out of that set. Which isn't a horrible thing, but I kind of wanted Karn because I want to play with them. Foil face fetters and a regular Spark Hunter Masticore. So, but now that I've gotten it, I can go ahead and finish off. You know what? Before I end this video, I'm going to literally just throw it in the deck. I had the Animar deck next to me in hopes that I pulled one finally. And was able to do that. Alright, full Crash Through and a Ruined Halo. So, anyway. Happy days are here again. Pain's gone. Ugin's in my possession. I can finish the Animar deck, which I was 1 card short. And I can do the video today, and we can go from there. Alright, Feline Sovereign. So, I can actually talk about the other thing I'm doing. So, anybody who's been following my channel knows that I originally started off with one unboxing, and then I went into Commander Before and After. And the Before and After was old decks that I had lying around for 7 years, and I updated. I finished that series, or so I thought. So, one of the things I have to talk about is my girlfriend, who, first we'll talk about Liliana Walker of the Dead. That's an interesting looking Liliana. Each player discards a card. Each opponent who can't loses 3 life. She's 4 to cast with 4 loyalty. That's +1. -3 is target creature gets -X until end of turn, where X is the number of cards in your graveyard, and their ultimate is -7. You get an emblem with at the beginning of combat on your turn. Put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control, and it gains haste. From a graveyard, not yours. Interesting. So she's played. She hasn't played in a while. She got tired of it because she only has 1 deck. And some things happened that turned her off, not from Magic, but from playing in general. Most games, just because we had a situation happen 7 years ago that, you know, it was pretty bad. It actually, the situation ruined her deck. Tormod's Crypt Foil and a Baron, Tolarian Archmage. 3 to cast, 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, return up to 1 target creature or planeswalker to its owner's hand. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent was put into your hand from the battlefield, this turn, draw a card. Alright, that's not bad either. So what had happened was one of her commander got destroyed through no fault of her own because some moron decided to put their drink on the table. And it turned her off because the guy didn't even apologize, never offered to make it right, just said, whatever, and then, you know, that was it. Baneslayer Angel is in the rare slot. So it turned her off from playing Magic because she thought that all players were going to be like that. And they're not. I knew that. She knows that. It was an excuse for her to say screw it. So she didn't play for 7 years. So her deck sat there just like a couple of my decks did. And now, a friend of mine, Nikki, decided that she wants to play. Fabled Passage, which is great because I need these. Came over and played, and she played with her old deck. Well, that deck is 7 years out of date and really slow and needs some fine-tuning. So that kind of puts me in a situation where I'm going to have to do another before and after video, which I wasn't planning on doing because I forgot all about her deck. Sparker of the Heavens. This is possibly going to go on my Alluro deck. So it's 1 to cast, 1/1, Vigilance, and Lifelink. You can tap to create a 4/4 White Angel, creature token with flying. Activate this ability only if you have at least 7 life more than the starting life total, and only anytime you can cast a sorcery. So with this card, I have gone over this in my head. You could technically, with Alluro, get this going turn 2 and just start pump. The phrase I use is shitting out 4/4s, especially with Alluro's colors, because you could actually go infinite with it if you have Intruder Alarm out on turn 2. So the point of it would be to put it out turn 1, hope to get out turn 1. You gain 2 life from Alluro, so you're already 2 life ahead anyway. Attack with it on turn 2, so you're up a 3rd life, but Alluro also gave you 2 more, so you're up 5. And there is another way to do it where you can actually get 2 more life out of it in the deck. I haven't used the deck in a while, so I'd have to show you guys in the video if I make another one. But you could literally, if you get Intruder Alarm out, because you have 7 more life, put a 4/4, it untaps it, put out another 4/4, and it's infinite. So there is a way to do it. I'm thinking about putting it in there just as a combo to have in there. My version of Alluro currently is Super Friends, and I'm not sure if that's going to stay, depending on if my Double Masters box has an Atraxa in it. So that's what it comes down to. Alright, foil rare, Teferi's Ageless Insight. I believe this is the second time I've gotten this in foil. And then a Conspicuous Snoop. So anyway, back to hers. So she runs a red-white, which I know Boros is not very good. But she runs red-white Aurelia, and she likes extra combats. It's got some really good white cards in it, and it's got, you know, it actually can hit hard when needed. Another foil rare. Demonic Embrace, and Jalrael Moanvuli Recluse. Anyway, so her deck, it's slow, it needs to be updated and everything. So that's 2 videos. I'm going to do the before, and I'm going to get a lot of groans because her deck is very slow, but if it's left alone, it wins out of nowhere. So I'll do one of those. But the reason why I was mentioning her is because she asked me to make her a cat deck, because we recently, Stormwing Entity is the rare here. We recently, we lost our cat recently, her cat of 16 years, and we went out and we adopted 2 orange tabbies. And now all of a sudden, she wants me to build her a deck, and because she wants it to be green, she wants me to make her a cat deck. So with the cats that I'm getting from the M21 box here, and the previous ones, Chandra's Incinerator, she wants me to go ahead and build that, and I have no problem with that. It's just going to take me a little bit extra time. You know, it takes away from my other decks, but I'm glad to do it, because if she's going to play Magic, that makes me happier, because her son plays Magic. She knows how to play Magic, and she just wants something new and different. So, Temple of Malady is my final rare out of the box. That was all the packs. So, with that being said, I have a whole slew of decks in the pipeline that's going to be made, and I have a lot of stuff. The problem is that I have to have the cards for them because I'm getting low on cards. So, I have a lot of unboxing videos that I have previously recorded. This is going to be one of them now. And I have some stuff coming up with that. So, bear with me a little bit. I'm a little scattered today, just because it's you know, one of those things where I'm still recovering from all the pain I was in, and I'm trying to get myself back into this, you know, the swing of things. So I am a little scattered on this, and I'm trying to. Wow, this box didn't actually have a whole lot in it that I can really give a crap about. But I only cared about one thing, which was the Ugin. So as far as the value of this box, monetarily, horrible. For me to finish out a deck, absolutely wonderful, because I got the Ugin. So, I got a full Teferi's Ageless Insight, a full art Scavenging Ooze, which isn't that great. but I got the alt Liliana, I think. I don't remember, but I think that's alternate art or alternate framing, whatever you have you. Anyway, so yeah, I've got a lot of videos down the pipe waiting to go. I've got to get them made, but I've got to get the cards for them, so bear with me as I do a lot more of the unboxings in between. It takes me a little while to get the decks together, so I've got a before and after 2 videos. The before and after for Aurelia. I've got my I have 5 decks or 4 decks now. 4 decks that I'm making that are budget for a budget commander. I've got Kakar, I've got Animar, which I'm about to do right now and post it up for Friday, and I've got a Golos deck that I'm building for myself. 5-color Gates deck that I'm putting together. So I've got a lot of decks started, just not finished. So with me being in pain for the last couple weeks, and actually a couple months, because the pain started well before I got it removed, the tooth removed, I put me behind by a little bit, and that's why I've got a lot of unboxings, because they don't require a lot of effort to do in comparison to putting a deck together. So there's a lot coming up. So with that being said, that was my M21 Crackin Packs. This was box 4 of the 5 I got. I got the Ugin. I can now do Animar. So that will be coming up. So this video will actually be done after. So I'll be putting Animar up this week, and then this video will be 2 weeks from the date of this being made. And again, bear with me. I'm still, I've got the MS. I'm still a little, the pain kind of throws me off with my MS and makes me go a little scatterbrained. So anyway, hey, it was a Crackin Packs video. What do you want from me? Anyway, so that's it for now. I would like to know, or not like to know, if you have any questions or concerns, go ahead and put them in the comments that are right below. Go to the Facebook page. You can contact me there. Please like the video. I know that this one was a little bit different than the other ones as far as my, being prepared for it. I wasn't 100% prepared for it, but I knew I had to have it done. But please go ahead and like it. I hate seeing people who thumbs down a video, but nobody thumbs up a video just because it's not their cup of tea. If you don't like it, just move on. If you do, please let me know. Give me a thumbs up. And if you have any suggestions to make them better, please let me know. I do take criticism very well, and I do like getting ideas and things that you guys like. So, like, subscribe, share. So we're on the like, subscribe. I'm up to 125 thanks to, I made a sale on eBay of some of the extra stuff that I have here. So I'll give a shout out to him for subscribing and letting me know that he subscribed. He likes unboxing videos, and that's what I mainly do, aside from a couple of Commander videos here and there. So yeah, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Anything else that, needs to be said, go ahead and put it in the comments below, or send me a message, as I said before. But for now, that is all I have for you guys, and I will go ahead and be done with the video, and I will see you next time.